Most people know of Toyota's reputation for reliable, quality-built cars. As a mechanic, I've worked on tons of different cars over the last 5 decades, and I can personally attest to Toyota's quality myself. The reliability of a Toyota is largely to do with its low number of mechanical issues. But here's something not many people know. Buying a Toyota will actually save you a lot of money. Today, I'll show you just how much compared to other brands. Now, when I talk about longevity, I'm not necessarily referring to the number of years you drive the car, although that is important. But more importantly, I'm referring to the number of miles. The more miles your car can drive, the more value you get out of the purchase price that you paid, whether you bought it new or used. Toyotas have an average lifespan of 200,000 to 250,000 miles or more, which is higher than many other brands. And if you take proper care and maintenance, Toyotas can easily be driven beyond the 500,000 miles and exceed expectations. But don't just take my word for it, there's living proof and tons of it. Take Mike Neal, for example. He has a 2008 Toyota Tacoma, which he uses to drive all around North Carolina and Virginia to deliver nuclear medicine for PET scans for cancer patients. And his trusty Tacoma surpassed 1.5 million miles. Mike said his secret is preventative maintenance. He does his monthly oil changes himself because he drives 10,000 miles a month. Right now, this Tacoma has a new engine and a new transmission, but it's impressive that the transmission even lasted 1 million miles. Believe it or not, the suspension, steering, drive shaft, and axle components are still going strong at 1.5 million miles. There's also Victor Shepard. His 2007 Toyota Tundra passed 1 million miles on the odometer, on the original engine and transmission. Toyota celebrated by giving Victor a brand new Tundra. Another man, Aaron Morvan, also had a 2007 Toyota Tundra. His truck also lasted 1 million miles on the original engine. The original transmission gave out after 792,000 miles. But nevertheless, you have to admit that's pretty remarkable. There's Mark Miller. His 06 Toyota Highlander passed 1 million miles. Toyota was so impressed they gave Mark a brand new Highlander hybrid for free. If you haven't seen my video about it, check it out. Or Manfred Dvorak. He was a taxi driver in Austria when his 2005 Toyota Prius passed 620,000 miles on the original battery. Or look at Michael Lipperman. His 01 Toyota Avalon was still using the original engine and transmission when he passed the 500,000 mile mark. I wouldn't be surprised if it becomes a million-mile car too. Anyway, these are just a handful of real-life examples that show the high quality of Toyota cars. But of course, in most, if not all these cases, these owners were strict about their car's regular maintenance, never skipping a beat. And that's the other half of the story. You have to do your part and take care of your car if you want your car to last. Recently, there was a study done to gauge the longevity of cars we see operating on our roads today. Basically, 2 million cars, trucks, and SUVs were studied to see how many miles each car could rack up during its lifetime. Then the cars were stack ranked. Of the top 20, the Toyota Sequoia topped the chart with 296,509 miles. This was followed by the Toyota Land Cruiser at 280,236 miles. And then the Chevy Suburban at 265,732 miles. In fact, 10 of the top 20 cars were Toyotas. The list was very heavy with trucks and large SUVs, which is no surprise, because these vehicles are built to handle more than the average passenger car or sedan. That said, only 3 sedans made the top 20 list, and no surprise, those 3 sedans were all Toyotas. I'm talking about the Toyota Prius, Avalon, and Camry Hybrid. Of the trucks on the list that reached over 200,000 miles, the top 3 that passed the most miles were the Toyota Tundra, the Honda Ridgeline, and the Toyota Tacoma. Then the Nissan Titan, Ford F-150, Chevy Silverado, GMC Sierra, Ford Ranger, Nissan Frontier, and Ram 1500. Of all the minivans, the one that racked up the most miles was, again, the Toyota. I'm talking about Toyota Sienna. It beat the Honda Odyssey, Dodge Grand Caravan, and Kia Sedona. Here's another area when buying a Toyota will save you money. Maintenance and repair costs. Toyotas are known for being low-maintenance cars, as they are. And even when you do take them in for regular maintenance, the cost is relatively low compared to most other brands. On top of that, the average Toyota requires few repairs over the course of its lifetime. So here's the question. How much will these repairs cost you? And how does that compare to other cars in the industry? Well, one study found that Toyotas typically average about $441 in maintenance and repair costs each year. Put it in perspective, the industry average is $652. That's more than a $200 difference. That ends up being thousands of dollars of savings in the long run. Another study found that Toyota models average around $5,996 in maintenance and repair costs during the first 10 years of service. This is $818 less than the industry average. During these 10 years of service, there's also a 13.5% chance that a Toyota will require a major repair, which is almost 7% better compared to the other car manufacturers. Some of the most common repairs reported by Toyotas are brake pad replacements, which will cost you anywhere from $205 to $286, spark plug replacements, which can cost between $127 and $456, and alternator replacements from $464 to $795. By the way, did you know that extended car warranties don't cover every repair, and most don't cover the cost of recommended maintenance either? Whether you have an extended warranty or not, you should regularly maintain your car and get it serviced. Not everyone knows this, but most extended warranties can actually be voided if you don't follow the manufacturer's recommended maintenance schedule. But at least when it comes to Toyota, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. This covers scheduled maintenance for 2 years or 25,000 miles. When you bring your vehicle to a Toyota dealer, a technician will check fluid levels, filters, and other wear and tear items. They'll also perform any regular maintenance and repairs using Toyota OEM parts. Of course, once your Toyota Care coverage expires, it's time to pay up for any all maintenance costs yourself. Here's something else not many people know. It's another way Toyota saves you money. If you drive a Toyota, likely you can get lower insurance costs. Let me explain. In general, when it comes to car insurance premiums, there are many factors that impact that, of course. There are factors you can control, like your own driving records and behavior, as well as things you can't control, like your age and gender. But all things being equal, your car's make, model, and year have a major impact on how high or low your insurance premium will be. Reason is, insurance companies have their own repair cost stats and data. But since Toyotas in general have relatively low repair costs and high reliability, this is the reason why many insurance companies offer better premium rates on Toyota as compared to other brands. In particular, certain Toyotas like Highlander, Sienna, Tacoma, for example, have a reputation for being affordable to insure. Another way of getting a Toyota to save you money is related to its high safety standards. So there's the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, also known as IIHS, and the Highway Loss Data Institute, or HLDI. They test cars each year to see how safe they are. Toyota consistently wins among its Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards. I think it's safe to assume that safer cars can generally equate to less repair costs and less medical bills in the event of a collision. Toyotas are generally more fuel efficient compared to other brands, especially its hybrid models. One study even found that cars like the Prius and Camry hybrid offer exceptional fuel economy. In fact, they can save up to $10,000 in fuel costs over the course of 250,000 miles compared to similarly sized non-hybrid cars. Another area where your Toyota can save you money is resale value if you decide to sell your car later on. Whether you buy a new or used vehicle, the biggest expense most people see with their vehicles ends up being depreciation. That's because unless you're buying a collectible or classic cars, all cars depreciate, and your vehicle will be worth less when you sell it than when you originally bought it. The thing is, not all vehicles depreciate the same amount or at the same time. After all, some vehicles are more popular than other models, or are less expensive to maintain, or convey a better image of quality. But here's where Toyota can help you. Toyotas in general hold a higher resale value than many other brands. Let me put it in perspective. The average 2023 model year vehicle from any brand will only retain about 45% of its value after 5 years. But based on stacks, a 2023 Toyota Tundra should retain 73.3% of its value after 5 years, and that's a higher resale value than any other competing models in its category. The 2023 Toyota Tacoma ranks second place with a 5-year resale value of 65.8%. A 2023 Toyota 4Runner has a projected 5-year resale value of 64.4%. A 2023 Toyota Sienna should hold 59.3% of its value, and a 2023 Toyota RAV4 Prime should retain 56% of its value. But let's say you hold on to these cars for longer than 5 years. In fact, let's say you rack up a lot of miles because you really want to get the most out of your car. Well, in general, any car that passes 100,000 miles is considered high mileage, and cars with that many miles normally have low resale value. But there's the thing about high mileage Toyotas. Because Toyotas are known for such long-lasting durability, Toyotas with high mileage tend to retain a lot more resale value than other brands with similar miles. The last area where getting a Toyota can save you money is availability. When you're shopping for a car, you'll notice that some car models are harder to find than others. But when it comes to Toyotas, it's a different story. Last year, 3 of the top 10 best-selling vehicles were Toyotas. The best-selling crossover was the Toyota RAV4, and the best-selling sedan was the Camry. If you're wondering how vehicle availability saves you money, it's actually pretty simple. When you have more options to choose from, you have a better chance to get a better price. If you're currently shopping for a new or used car, hopefully by now, you can see there exist solid reasons for considering the Toyota model. It's more than just hearsay. Independent studies show us the statistics, and numbers don't lie, they're objective. There are also many mechanics, myself included, who stand by Toyota as a brand because we've personally seen it with our own eyes and worked with it with our own hands. Don't forget also to consider car owners who currently drive their Toyotas daily. Bottom line, it's not a myth that Toyotas are reliable or that Toyotas can save you money. There's really nothing more to say. I tell you, if you're ready to own a Toyota, that's probably one of the best decisions you've ever made. But now you tell me, what do you think about Toyota? What's the highest mileage Toyota you've ever seen? Please share by commenting below. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for your support.